Good afternoon, guys. What's up? Here in old Steveo's world right now. Isn't that a beautiful place to be? Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Sunny Florida. Oh my goodness. Sunny Florida in the cypress swamp. God, you gotta love it. Oh, look at here. Maple trees blooming, guys. The breeding season has begun, guys. It has begun. Everything's starting to green up. Unbelievable. I know you guys in Michigan are not happy. You're whining about the snow and the cold. And I don't know. I can't help it. My boxes are dwindling a little bit. Look at that, guys. 14 units went out of here. 14 5-frame deep nukes went out of here yesterday, heading to Homestead, Florida. That's way down south. And these bees got, look at them flying around. They are still pissy as hell. Oh, they are pissy. I stole all their mamas. I've got like 14 colonies left. I had enough after I did a total bombing range out of this yard here, and they are some kind of still cranked up from that deal. Making up the last of, got my syrup tank going here. This thing has worked out just absolutely beautiful, guys. Beautiful. This thing is working out some kind of good. If you build one of these, guys, and you put a submersible pump like that one in there, I don't know what, you know, that thing had a 1-inch discharge on it, and I reduced it down. Actually, I take that back. It had a garden hose fitting on it. A garden hose fitting on there. So I just left it as 3/4, but you don't need the ball valve. You just got to recirculate. You see what I did? It comes up, comes through here, comes back down, goes down. There's a, I got a 90 on there, and it's just shooting around in a circle. But you don't need that ball valve. But what you got to have is a valve there so you can, I just sit on a 5-gallon bucket here, put my jars up here. You know, I use the quart jars. For this small operation, I like it. And then you can sit here and tap off. They keep stinging me in the hands here. They're just flipping nut jobs, you know, something like Nancy and Chuck. These bees are flipping nuts. Look at them. Yeah, I'm gonna get popped again here. I went and got some needles, more pine needles today, down there at the park where the crazy lady was, guys. The crazy lady, yeah. And got some more pine needles. They were soaking wet because they had the Florida dew, you know, I mean the Florida dew, the morning dew all over them. So they're pretty wet. So you don't want to put those in a bag. You're able to get spontaneous combustion, obviously, and you're going to get mold and everything. So I just take them out, put them all over the driveway. This Florida sun just bakes them. I was back here about, I don't know, 9:30, scattered them out. Here it is in the afternoon. They were all dry as a chip. I raked them back up. Of course, there was dirt there and mixed with it because it was in a roadway there where all these needles are. And the cars come in and they crush them. And that makes them best doggone smoker material you can get, guys. If you find a scenario like that, we got pine trees in, say, a park or whatever, and cars are running over those needles constantly. It crunches them, crimps them, and you just take straight the long leaf yellow pine needles. It's a booger to get into your smoker. And so anyway, yeah, we sent 14 of those hives to South Florida yesterday. It's kind of funny that the last box or two I was loading up for the guy, he said, you know, they're getting $200 a box down there in Miami-Dade for these nukes. I said, oh, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. You know what you could do, sir, is resell them when you get down there. He said, heck no, I need him for my operation. I said, what are you doing with it? Well, I got pollination. I've got 25 now, and then I add these to it. Then I can get a little government subsidy, tax break or something for ag or whatever shenanigans he was trying to pull there. But anyway, he had a lot of lychee nut down there, avocado, and some other fruit trees and stuff down there. So hopefully that works out for him. So anyway, I got retained 14 boxes, and I had enough material, eggs and stuff, to set back up in there. So hopefully they can, you know, pull off another queen. So we'll check them. I'll bring you along March 7th, 8th, somewhere in there. We'll pop these lids and go through all these colonies and see our new baby girls. See what we got. Nice little fresh 2023 baby girl queens. Yeah, that's what Steveo likes. I like to change them out. I think I'm going to do that every year. I put on extra boxes right there during the pepper flow when it was coming on September 15. You can about bank on that pepper crop happening, and it's really the only good crop I get here at the house. I mean I can move around the state and pick up more crops, like 4 crops a year, but different things. But I don't move bees no more. It's just right here at base camp, and this is just basically a hobby for me. You guys can do the same thing I'm doing. Have a little hobby, get the crap stung out of you by bees and stuff, and just have fun with it, you know. I actually think, though, bee venom jacks the immune system. I think so. It's going to kill you or jack you up, one or the other. But beekeepers, they tell me live a long time, and it could be something to do with the venom. I'm not sure. Who knows? Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today, making up a little more feed. This is the last of Joe Sugar. I got to go down and buy more Joe Sugar coming up soon, because I want to keep these hives fed. I want to keep these hives fed and pump them up, guys. Pump them up. When you're making queens, whether walk away, whatever, pump these girls up. Get that sugar water in them, because a well-fed queen is going to be a good queen. All right? That's what you want. So there's no need raising queens making a bunch of junk, you know. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. I'm cleaning up this bombed out yard here. I got boxes laying all over the place. Once I empty a box, I just sling it aside out of my way and keep on working. So I got to come back the next day and clean up my mess. So that's what old Steveo's doing today. All we got to do now is, we've sold bees. All we got to do now is just feed bees until, you know, at least through the first 10 days of them trying to make queen cells in here. Feed them for 10 days, right up to the time they cap those cells, and you should have nice queens. Try to make new queens every year. Sell off your old queens, and get some more hobbyists going. Get ready to get yourself wore out with questions, but it's fun. I enjoy talking bees, but the newbies will wear you out, but that's fine, you know. That's how we all learn, right? I got another good girl story. You remember, you know, I told you the one story about the crazy woman down there in the woods with the Irish setter. Well, old good Samaritan Steveo, you know, old good Samaritan Steveo. Here I am. I'm down there at the park, down there at Green Key. I parked there at the Boy Scout thing. I usually walk clear to the end, out on the end of the boardwalk, come back. I don't know, it's probably maybe 2-mile jaunt. So that's, you know, you got to keep the body moving, guys. So get out there and walk every day. I want you walking every day. Don't sit around like Joe hiding in the basement and all that, you know. Get out of the house and get moving. Don't be a Joe. And Chuck, you know, you've seen those people, how goofy they are. So get out, keep moving. So anyway, I'm down there I parked at the Boy Scout thing. I walk clear down to the end. I'm coming back. Now the new ruling down there is there's a gate there, all right? A lockable gate. They lock it up every night. During the day, you can drive through the gate and off to the shoulder there. You can park your vehicle all along that causeway. Outside the gate, where I've always parked, and you can still park down there. They haven't chased us off the Boy Scout thing down there. I don't know why. There's only spots for like 3 or 4 cars to park, but I'm there early, so I get a spot, right? Anyway, I like to go down there to suck up the sea breeze while I'm walking. Because you're right along the Gulf there, the water. It's a causeway that goes out there, so you got water on each side of you. Nice salt spray coming through there. Anyway, I go down there, and they have got no parking signs now all the way out from the Boy Scout thing all the way to that lockable gate. You cannot park either side of that roadway. But they've done it for years, and I did it for years, and they never, their signs were there, but they never enforced it. I would park my vehicle there at night, drop my boat in, and I would go along the mangroves at night with I had floodlights on the front of that thing. I had a 50-pound riptide trolling motor on the front of that thing, and I would cruise along the mangroves, and I had 2 spears, 2 gigs. I had a leaning rail. I could lean up against it. It was really cool setup because I could run the thing right, that tiller stick was right between my legs. I could run that thing right along the mangroves, real sneaky like. And stealthy Steveo. And I'd go along there at night and put my gunnel right up next to the mangroves, and the mullet, the sheephead, and the drumfish would be in there. And I had a kill gig, a big wide one that I had picked up. It was just I think it was 10-foot long closet rod that I rigged up, and I did a handle wrap on it, and I heated the thing up, and I beeswaxed it so it was waterproof. Really nice setup. And that boat, that same boat, that catfish boat was what it was. I was, you could use it for everything, gigging, catching catfish. So anyway, I would run down through there with that, and I would launch my boat, and then park right there along the road. Never gave me any problems. But now, it only takes a couple of numb nuts to screw things up. People would park it in the road, and I don't know if somebody bumped a vehicle down there or what. And then now they made the new ruling. New rules, guys, new rules. Yeah, new rules. You cannot park there no more. You can launch a boat, go through the gate, and park over there on the other side. I said to the officer there, I said, I'm confused here now. What about if I said I don't do it anymore? These bees are coming right in the shop here, guys. Right in the shop, want to kick my ass. They are cranked up. You start stealing queens from these hives, and they get cranked up, I'm telling you. But anyway, I said to the cop, I said, what, I don't fish down, I don't get nighttime gig anymore, but if I was to do that, could I park my vehicle, launch and park my vehicle side the road here at night and go do my gigging thing? Because I'd be the only one down. Nope, can't do it. Nope, nope, nope. I said, well, okay, what you're telling me now, there's a Hooters out on the main highway. You got to go down, and they have a free ramp down there. You can drop in there, but then you got to go way out into the Gulf and come in that way. I said, you're gonna make me go up to Hooters and launch there and come around the horn. Yep, that's what you got to do, son. I said, okay. I said, well, I'm just glad that I don't have my boat anymore, because it's just one more aggravation I don't have to deal with. So anyway, back to the story. Back to the crazy girl story. Yeah, I got a crazy girl story for you guys. So I'm coming back. I'm walking all the way back. Now this boat ramp is about halfway between, half of the causeway is where it's at. So I got still a pretty good little hike back to my truck, okay, from that boat ramp. And I'm walking down there, and here's 2 cops. They see this bikini, this pink bikini, girl in a pink bikini. I'm looking at this thing, guys. You know how you guys will look, you know. I'm looking at this thing, and this thing has got it's got a 9 body, okay? I'm gonna give it a solid 9. when I was looking at the face, and I was coming up on the face, and it started to go from like a 8 face down to, I think I got all the way down to a 4 or 5 face on this, okay? But the whole, you know, the whole package was a solid 9, okay? A solid 9. And here's 2 cops walking over to her, and the hood's up on this vehicle. She pulled in there and shut the motor off, and the thing wouldn't fire back up. And that's something, wouldn't fire up. So anyway, I'm thinking to myself, oh, they're gonna give her a bunch of stuff now. So I'm walking over there and just eased on over. The timing was perfect. They were there about 15 seconds or so before I walked up. So I'm standing there. They're eyeballing the heck out of this girl, you know, because she's in a skimpy ass pink bikini, okay? She 4 and 9, okay? That's what we're dealing with, 4 and 9. So anyway, yeah, I know you guys. Steveo, you're as bad as Biden, you old pervert. Okay, I'll admit it. And so anyway, they're sitting there shaking their head like, ma'am, you can't be here. She says, officer, I don't want to be here. My car's broke down. And she said, well, why don't you call somebody? I don't have a phone. This girl was batting 1,000, guys. I'm telling you, she was batting 1,000. I don't have a phone. Ma'am, can I see your driver's license? No, I don't have a driver's license. It's got stolen. My purse got stolen. I mean, again, she's batting 1,000, guys. So I'm starting to feel a little, you know, little sympathy for this girl. But these cops had no sympathy. None. They were like one bullet Barney cops, the ones that go out on accidents, not real cops, that, you know, the old retired kind of cops. You go out on accidents and you have people exchange licenses, yada yada, and all that. This kind of cops these were. These weren't the real hardcore kick your ass kind of cops. These were just goof off cops. And they were really, I've watched them, they was really eyeballing this girl, right? So started feeling a little sorry for this girl, and she said, can I borrow your phone, sir? And the cop goes, no, you can't borrow my phone. Well, if I could get a ride, my boyfriend's over there. I know he's sleeping. When I left him, he was sleeping. Wonder how that happened. Anyway, he said, no, I can't give you a ride, and I can't give you a phone. Well, I'm kind of just stranded here now. I'm kind of stuck. And I'm in a bad place. I'm not supposed to be parking, obviously, according to you gentlemen. I said, do you want to make, I pulled my phone out, opened it up, my ancient flip phone, right? She says, oh. I said, you want to make a call to your boyfriend? Yeah. She looked at it. She said, I don't know if I can work this ancient thing. I said, yeah, well, Columbus brought it over on the Mayflower. Giggle, giggle. Cops looked at me like, oh, you're a pain in the ass. I said, because they wanted to mess with this girl. And so she's, I don't know how to work this phone. I said, ma'am, just punch in the number and then see that little send button, hit it. So she did. She figured it out with her blonde head. Well, she was a sandy blonde, okay? So, no pickup on the other end, nothing. She said he's still sleeping. I don't know. Cop says, I'd like to see your driver's license. She said, sir, I don't have it. I just told you my purse got stolen. He said, you're not even supposed to be driving without a driver's license. What do you think you're doing? I know. She said, I just thought I'd slip down here and get a little sun. And I said, listen, where do you live? She said, I live just on the other side of the highway, right off Main Street. I said, I'll give you a ride to the house. You can wake up your boyfriend, come get the vehicle. So I said, is that all right, officer? He said, yeah, we got to get this stuff out of here. Can't keep it here. So she said, well, where are you parked? You're walking. Where are you? I know I'm walking. I said, my truck's way down there, and just took a sting. I tell you, these guys are pissed off right here now. They're as pissed off as those cops were the other day. So anyway, she said, I just get my shoes, my flip-flops. I said, this is not a road for flip-flop walking, ma'am. I'll tell you what, let me walk down here and get my truck, and I'll come right back. It won't take me long. Okay. So I went down. They're still screwing with this girl, guy. They're still messing with her when I got back. Guys, I was gone about 15 minutes is all. I got down there and got back. Those cops are still messing with her when I pulled back in there. So I pulled up there and I just went to the cop. Cop looked at me. I went, like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? And so he comes over to me and he said, he told his sidekick there, you want to peel your eyes off of her ass and come on, let's go. So they went and got in the one bullet Barneys got back in the squad car, and he walks over to me and he goes, good luck. I said, is she all right? Really, is she all right? Yeah, you'll be fine, but good luck. I said, okay, thank you, officer. You have a good day. So two Barneys left. And so here she comes. I'm in Miss Daisy's truck, mind you. My truck is broke down. It's in the shop. Okay, I'm waiting for a call from my mechanic. So she jumps in. Oh my God, this is a nice truck. I said, and you got Elvis on there. Miss Daisy got Elvis at Syria or whatever it is, that channel you pay for a 6-month package and you get. Yeah, she got that with Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Elvis, and all this on. The 60s music, she likes all. So I've got Elvis going. And she, oh my God, you got Elvis on. This is great. Oh my God. And she brings out all these clothes with her out of her car and throws them in on the floor here. Then she piles her ass in, and off we go. We go down, turn around, and then she takes me on a snake trail back around all through this place down there. Finally end up at a road, as it said, dead end, and it looked like Hungry Hollow, guys, down through that lane. I said, and it was a tight lane going down through there. I said, I ain't taking this big truck down through there. I said, whereabouts? Oh, I'm only second house in. And I said, okay, no problem. Well, this is where this ride stops right here. And on the way over there, I said, what's up with your boyfriend? Why ain't he answering the phone? Oh God, we fornicated all freaking night long, she says. We were just getting it on all night long. I said, well, good for you, girl. I said, that's what you should have told that cop. That's why he ain't picking up. I said, you and him were banging it out all night long. You screwed him into a coma. And when I said that, she just busted out laughing, guys. She was just rolling around the frickin' truck. I mean, it's a wild-ass woman now, I'm telling you. Anyway, we got there, and I said, well, as far as this ride goes, honey, I hope you get your vehicle out of there, and you have a great day. She shook my hand, and she jumped out and scooted her little booty down the lane, and she's shaking that booty for me, guys. So she's going down that lane, walking away from me. She's just shaking that thing. And anyway, I leave there. I no sooner leave and the phone rings. It's my mechanic. Steveo, your truck's done. Come and get her. I said, all right, I got to go pick Miss Daisy up. So I come to the house, picked up Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy, guys, opens the truck. Now, this is a beauty. You're going to love this one. Miss Daisy opens up the passenger door, because I'm driving. And in her truck's a console. She opens the door and her eyes start getting big. She's fixing to jump in, her eyes start getting big. And I said, problem? I think so. I think so. And she picks up, there's a pair of black, guys, bikini bottoms. Black bikini bottoms that girl left in there up next to that console. She had to have seen them, because when she got out, she was looking right at me, almost eyeball level with that thing, and she would have seen them. Her friggin' panty, her bikini panties on that seat. I couldn't see them. Because if I would have saw him, I would have honked the horn and said, hey, come back here, you left something. So, Miss Daisy got big eyes, and she's picking these things up. And these things, I had a perfumey smell. I had a perfumey smell in that truck after she left. And I just figured it was lingering. She must have had that stuff all over her ass or whatever. But no, these panties were reeking of this perfumey stuff she had on. Joe would have liked that, you know. We ought to, I should have saved them and mail them to Joe, because he could sniff those all the time. And she said, explanation, please. I said, I can explain. We should have had a YouTube camera on my face when she pulled that panties up, guys. That would have been a classic, okay? Old Steveo trying to be, you know, a good Samaritan, right? Good Samaritan Steveo. And here I get my ass literally in the crack, see? I said, get in the truck, I'll explain while we're driving. So she takes the panties and throws them over the chain link fence. What did you do that for? There's a trash can right there. I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my mind. I said, okay. So we left and I explained the story. She bought the story because it was a true story. And I said, I'm trying to be a good Samaritan. And I said, this woman leaves incriminating evidence in the vehicle. Okay. So all I could see was some visions of Uncle Guido showing up, guys. Yeah, with a pissed off look. But it never happened. The Uncle Guido call was never made. So anyway, I'm here today still to tell you about it. So that's a good thing, I'm guessing. So anyway, I just thought I'd make a quick video of what I'm doing here. I've got March, like I said, March 7. It'll be 1 month. And we'll go back in these colonies and see if we got any new, fresh baby girl laying queens. And until then, you guys have a wonderful time, and be good, be happy, be strong. We got to keep getting it on, because we got a crazy administration running this country right now that's trying to kick our ass. And we just got to hang in there. We'll get through this. We'll get rid of the crazies. We just got to do it accordingly, you know? Just do things accordingly. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.